All right, it is time for CSS Battle. Let's start our stopwatch. Let's go to CSS Battle and see what we have. It's a bit of a hockey rink. We usually try to start by going fast here. Margin 0, position fixed. We're just going to start with some paragraph tags. They're going to have a border of 20 pixels, 20 pixels solid. They're going to, that's white. We want to have a width of 50 pixels, height, height of 50 pixels. Need a semicolon there, that doesn't work. Let's see one of these. There they are. And we're going to have a border radius of 20 pixels. Not exactly right, but it's something. Okay. We also need to have that line down the middle. Trying to figure out how I want to deal with that. Let's go ahead and load our extension. Let's turn on the div. Let's move this one a little bit. Top 50, 20, left minus 20, 30, 40. Okay, height is not enough. 60, border radius is not enough. 30, that looks right. Now we need another one. Plus P. We need a semicolon again. Top 150. 80. Plus P. Top 100. Left 100. We need at least 2, 3. Whoops, didn't mean to copy all that. All right, left 200. Nope. 180, 160, oh, that one, or maybe all of them are wider. That makes sense. 60 by 60. And then this is minus 50. And then this is 150. Okay. And plus P. Top 20. Left 250. 3. And then plus P. Top 180. And then plus P. Height 400. Top 0. Am I not seeing it yet? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 6. There it is. Minus 50. Left 180. 90. And then width 200. Background that. Oh, wow. Okay. This needs to be Oh, yeah, what's happening to that? That's mostly what's happening. Oh, that one needs a background. Okay. It just needs to be that one needs a background, which it should have a background. No, the background should be there. Let's see what's going on. That's over the top, isn't it? Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, this just needs to be higher. And then higher. All right, let's look. Background, bed. Okay, there's those two. There's that one. Needs to be lower one. Whoops. There's where I think it needs to be. All right, now let's make width and height back. Let's put background back. Redify. Let's get rid of background red wherever that is. There, we submit. That took 6.5 minutes because I'm dumb. Okay, that is a match. It's an ugly one. Okay, if we were going to do this more reasonably, what would we do? Um, it's hard to get this shape to repeat because this shape isn't easily represented by gradients. I mean, you could, in theory, do it as a gradient, but it wouldn't be fun. It would be a combination of gradients just to produce this shape, so that's not the play here. I think borders is the play. You could also do box shadows. It's a lot of box shadowing to do. I'm going to pause briefly. Okay, I have what's probably a bad idea. So let's do that. Let's say style, and then we're going to say background, salmon, whatever we're calling this color. Um, and here's where I don't know what I want to do. Star, selecting the body border, 20 pixels, solid, it's white. Margin, minus 50. 150. It's actually going to be more like 190 minus 50 minus 20, something like that. And then we're going to have something else. We're going to have a paragraph. So we need to represent that paragraph in our DOM. This paragraph is going to scale 1 minus 1. Not sure if this is going to work at all. We're not going to do that yet. We're going to have a paragraph. It's going to have a margin. It's not going to have a capital margin. Margin 0. There's the thing. Padding 30. Border radius 30. Margin on the first one is going to be 50. 100. 0 and minus 50. All right. 150 and plus P. Can we just bump this down a little bit? So minus 40 and then 40. Yeah, and then that one's off more. 60. Yeah, and then that one's off more. And it works there. Plus P, which doesn't exist. And this one's going to say margin minus 50. 150, 180. Right's going to be 0. It's not going to be 0. It's going to be minus 50, 60. This one can be 0, and then this one's going to be, I don't know, 200. Not that much. 190, 170, 150. There's that. And now, what do we want to do? I mean, at this point, plus P. There's that. It needs to be margin. Let's see if we can do 60. 120. Nope. 0 minus 20 minus 200. 20, 50, 0, 250. Okay, those are stacking on top of one another, so let's see if we can minus 60, 80, 120. Yeah, not making me happy. Okay, there's one of them. This needs to be more like 350. And then plus P margin minus 20 minus 250, 0, 350. And that move the other one? Evidently, yeah. 80, nope. 100. I don't know where that's going. 110, 120, 130, 140, 70, 180. And then this needs to move back down. 40, 50, 60. 213. Minify. 212. Submit. Printify. Yeah, I don't love this, but it's where I have time for today. Yep. Not happy. It's where we are. Thanks for watching. See you next time.